Alright, so here's another review. This is going to be stainless steel potato slicer. Just got this in the mail and I thought, you know, I should just go ahead and do a video, even if the audio is not that great. I was pulling this blue stuff off here. The whole thing started, this adventure started with these skewers that you get in the mail and this piece of plastic. And you would put it on there and make a spiral potato. But I found that this doesn't work. This will freewheel in the potato. You'll go around a few times and this will just freewheel and then it doesn't work. So I have upgraded. What's nice though is this one does not come with skewers. So if you do have some skewers, I think from an older one that doesn't work for my size potatoes. Maybe for a small potato that one would work. But these skewers will still function, I believe, with this one. So I'm going to give it a shot and see how it works. Okay, so one thing I don't like is pulling off this plastic. It goes underneath. Like they're assembled with the plastic underneath. And also with this portion right here. So I have to remove this and then take that blue off because I don't want that in my food. Alright, so my potato is loaded. I'm just going to check the general function. Seems like it's working really well actually right now. Oh, it just let go. That's the big problem with these, is something messes up. See, now I have two instead of one. So I think a person could cut the potato flat at this end so it has a really nice grip. Yep, did it again. But considering what you get out of these spiral potato machines, it's not too bad. Even if they're broken, they fry up just fine. I've been doing this for a little while. Sometimes I cut them by hand, but I don't even spiral it out. I don't even open it up like this. I just put it in there like that, right into the oil, just like that, and it will slowly puff these up some, and the oil will get between it. It will take a 20 to 40 cent potato and make it into something crunchy and yummy that you could probably sell for $2 or $3 if you had a business. But at home, this is excellent. So the other option is this cheaper one. That's where these skewers came from. This one does not come with skewers. So I do have some skewers here. And what they do is, this one's like $7. And what you do is you go something fancy like that. Put it on there. Now this probably won't work. Now it depends on the freshness of your potato also. If your potato is really fresh, it'll be really crisp, and if it's old, it'll be kind of mushy. So some of that can change the way it works, but I get about a 60% failure rate on this one. Seems like it helps to kind of force it in the first little bit. Then you use this finger wheel. Maybe speed has something to do with it. So far it's working. But I've had failures with this, so that's why I bought the other one. You notice the thickness changes here. It's not as good. So it just crashed right there. It just spins in place. So that's the difference. This one has a mechanism that you pull back, and it has the teeth in it right there, so you don't have to worry about it doing what this just did. And it does that almost every time. So you'll get some, and you can try to restart it, but you have to like cut this much off. It's hollowed out. When you take this off, you have like a plug that ruins your day. So I do not recommend this plastic one. If you have a really small potato, like you're buying potatoes that are like this big, I'd say go for it. But if you have actual potatoes, then no. But if you have bought one of those, you can use the skewers that they give you in this one. Otherwise you need some skewers. A bigger skewer seems to work better. These are pretty thin for this one. A little thicker might be nice. But let's see if we can salvage this. Alright, so the end's a little messy, but that's pretty good. Very uniform. So you can pop these in the air fryer and get some nice, this is like a slinky now. I'm trying to uncoil a slinky. But you can put these in the air fryer, but we deep fry. If you put it in the air fryer, you might want to open it up like this. But for deep fry, they kind of open up. When they puff a little bit, it lets it in. You can go ahead and spiral it out, drop it in however you want. But I've just been putting them in just like that. Seems like you could do half the potato, open this spiral thing and push it in a little bit more, and then do the rest of the half. So the water in these will keep the temperature down until they're closer to done, and it'll start creeping up over 200, 250. At 300 they're definitely done for sure, but even at 200 and some, because water boils at like what, 220? So it will continue to boil, but as the water dissipates and there's no more water, the oil can actually get too hot. So I just check it with time and how they look, and also with the temperature. Alright, they're starting to brown up. 220. There's a threshold on getting these out of the pan. It's about 1 minute before it gets burnt. I'm at 240 now, so that means quite a bit of the water in the potatoes has evaporated. Now the oil is allowed to heat up more, and when you start seeing the temperature rise, they're dry enough to get out of the pan usually. You can see they're a little bit brown. I see potential here for a lot of different things. You could make apple chips and just anything. And if you save any money, you know, if say you're feeding it to your kids, if you save any money, you could just give it to them. Like, hey, we saved some money, have it. So it's great for that. And then you just get a bunch of stuff. And the money still goes out in the economy. You just didn't get nothing. So I'm not really going to do a taste test. I'm going to just put a little salt on them. Just trust that it tastes like potatoes. That's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it helps you to pick a spiral cutter for your future spiral cutting.